โอ้ย Okay, then we are live with Retrospective Tourney Team Animal versus SD7. We'll be starting with Animal on defense first, and their first band to come through is a Thatcher. Wow, what a surprise. Not often you don't see a Thatcher band, especially in Europe. SD7 will bring out the ban of a Maverick as well, which will make things a lot harder to open up walls. There is a lot of opportunities for vertical play, especially if you choose to push CC main wall. It does eliminate the need for a Maverick or a Thatcher, but it makes it harder and more time consuming to get into the building, really. An Echo band coming through as well from them. It's a good idea to get rid of as much intel from the defense as possible. Echo, not too often played these days, he's more banned than not, really. Not entirely sure if it's the most worthwhile ban, but hey ho. And Animal finally will ban the mirror as well. She's not the greatest on this map, but she definitely does have a few strong areas where she can be utilised correctly. Makes it extremely difficult for the attackers, and if you don't use her in your setups at all, that's a good idea to just ban her out. Now for Animal, they will be choosing to go for CC and Cash Room as their first defense. Nice lineup here. We see no bandit players, so we won't be seeing any tricking, but with that Thatcher off the board, a Kaid Electroclaw will be the best option. You can just hide those away in the corners, makes it very difficult for them to be spotted out and taken out, especially using vertical play. Meat Gemma as well will be extremely useful. Perhaps you could just place one on the wall, just a bit more denial, takes a bit more time to clear the utility, but also good for helping the roamers, helping people on site, just make sure the attackers can't drain out as much as they want to. Nothing too off course for Animals so far. They're having to rotate into garage for a player. Obviously, on the catwalk area, yeah, there he is utilising his shield play there. He can use those flankers as well to protect that shield, just to make sure he's nice and safe in here. Only one wall is being used to reinforce garage though. That means one of the walls on the leftmost garage panel will be able to be opened, which does allow some angles to be held from outside there. Cars come out now, and that goes actually onto that reinforced panel. It's a good use of utility. If someone is able to hold that angle, but in the meantime, Jaeger with the opening killed there. Zofia taken down straight away. Not sure where that was. He actually took her out as she tried to enter into stock, possibly with bullet holes in the bar wall. I'm not entirely sure, you can't see those, but he has run back now. Able to hide in this pool area. He is getting close to this Ash actually. If they... There will be drones coming out instead here, just making sure they are aware of exactly where these players are so they don't get caught off guard once again. Drones comes through and they seem to actually miss the Jaeger playing at pool. But there we go, droned out eventually, and the Jaeger will be known. Ash takes a lot of damage pre-fires coming through, but none of them connect. Jaeger will be able to rotate away, but he's still holding the angle, just making sure he can catch anyone out. Another drone wasted as well, so excellent play so far from the Jaeger. Llama in the meantime will find one and a second there. Beautiful shot from the Jaeger, and it's all down to 2 versus 5 now. SD7 not looking so strong in their attack so far. Only 1 minute and 30 has been wasted so far, and only 2 players left alive for them. They will be rendezvousing, and Barnett will be taken out as well. as the thermite, so it's a flawless round from Animal to start things off. Beautiful play so far. Lovely little shot there to end things off. Now after a stunning attack, defense rather, on their first site, Animal will choose to go down to Church and Arsenal. The basement is often seen as one of the stronger sites, so it's not really a surprise. This time we'll be having a Vigil in play. This makes things a lot harder for the droners on the attack to find out exactly where these roams are playing. And considering that Jaeger was getting droned out so heavily last time, it's a good idea to bring that Vigil, because you don't want to just be found out straight away. You want to hide and delay as much time as possible. Valk as well will provide a lot of information, and a cam thrown out in perhaps kitchen could net maybe at least one C4 kill if any of the attackers try to open up this hatch in here. From the operator lineup at least, it doesn't look like Animal are opting to go for the SSG style of roam on this map. No one's playing on the top floor. They seem to be reinforcing the bar hatch. Yep, there it is. So they will be playing the roamers upstairs to waste as much time as possible, and they won't have the rotate off the hatch to get back down into sight, so they'll probably just play and lose their life with trying to take out as much time and as many players as they can.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
Go. We will actually see an impact in the logistic office, which will allow someone playing inside of that room to look on into kitchen to see if anyone does push in there and take them out unawareingly.
A bomb has been located.
Good use of the IQ scanner here, and that probably would have spotted out the Valk camp place inside the kitchen. Drones come out and they will be trying to spot out any roamers, but we don't actually seem to have many. We have the Jaeger up inside of cash room, and then the Vigil playing around main stairs, but not too much presence on the majority of the map from Animal. So I feel we'll use one impact, not a great use utility, to open up this logistic hatch. They know about this hole, but there's no one actually in here right now, so she's just wasting a lot of time so far.
Attackers have located
We do have the Jaeger creeping around into construction now. He'll be looking to come up for a flank to see if anyone pushes from bedroom. But it seems like the Sophia has fallen back, and she will not choose to hold the angle. Instead, she goes into kitchen. IQ will be using that scanner to find as much intel as she can, figure out exactly where all the intel is. She spots out one piece there. We will actually see the Vigil lying prone here on the stairs. It might net him a free kill of this IQ if she peeks. Just about spots her out, but the IQ wins the gunfight. Unfortunate there for the Vigil. IQ actually pushes all the way down and is now almost in motor and is taken out by Valkyrie. That is a poor play there to lose your life so easily, not even waiting for a drone to come through. Kitchen hatch will get opened, and it'll be Evan here trying to counter that angle. Drone will come out and spot him, and I believe there's also a player inside of the dirt tunnel as well. So Evan is very exposed here at the back of Arsenal. He has the player of the Kaid now in Arsenal as well to try and help him out. The Ash will take a lot of damage from upstairs, and that's the Jaeger still menacing them from upstairs. Holding an angle now, peeking down, and the Ash is actually, he doesn't know where the Ash is, so the Ash might be able to get a frag onto him here. Both seem completely unaware of where the other is. Sophia in the meantime will be taking a gunfight, peeking down the long corridor. Only have 30 seconds left, and beautiful shot there will finish off the Kaid. So it's a 3 versus 4. Animal still have 3 players left. Evan takes a lot of damage there. The Maestro taken out as well, so it's only down to 2 versus 4 now. Jaeger still trying to duel out with this Ash. He will win things out, but the diffuser is going down, and it has been planted in a post-part situation. 2 versus 3 for Animal. They still have a chance, but they have a lot of work to do to fight their way through all these remaining attackers. Kitchen hatch will get dropped on a beautiful shot there from the Jaeger. Will net 1 kill, but they still have 2 to find. Almost hits the shots onto the Hibana, but it's now all down to Valkyrie in a 1 versus 2 situation. Only 24 seconds left. He has the player on the hatch to contest as well. He has the defuse, so take 7 seconds off that, and he will get taken out before he can do anything. Much better there from Team SD7 to win out that second round. Now, after a failed attempt at church, the side of Animal will be choosing to go back down to that site. We do see a similar lineup, but instead of the Vigilant Alibi is picked out instead. I'm not sure if that is because Lamo felt the Vigil utility wasn't working for him, or if he just wants that shield you can use on the Alibi. I'm not entirely sure what the pick of his Alibi is for.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
It will be the shield, so Alibi will be using that utility nicely somewhere, I imagine. Perhaps on the roam, or he could be playing in a similar position at the bottom of main stairs, just using that shield this time. It was unfortunate for Llama to lose his life in such an aggressive angle in the last round. If he had found that kill onto the IQ and kept his life and kept that strong position on main stairs, then perhaps Animal would have won that round, but it was not to be, obviously.
5 seconds left.
In the meantime, it does seem like a similar, if not exactly the same setup and positions for the players of Animal. This time Jaeger will be playing inside a garage instead. Might be spotted out, he's going upstairs to red once again. Not sure where this Alibi has placed her shield actually. It's in the long corridor. It's not in dirt either, I'm not entirely sure where the shield is. He has used it somewhere. Oh, there it is in the long corridor. I just missed it the first time. Now drones will come through and they're trying to find and clear out this Jaeger this time. As they did lose players on the flank from him before, they want to take him out nice and early, so they're droning him out and the Ash will be pushing in solo from Jim. And it will be a fight here now. Ash almost wins out, but she does go down to the Jaeger, so a good frag entry there from Jaeger. The Ash taken down. Lon will tag on a second of his own, and we actually have the IQ here. Might be he's getting droned in, so they all know exactly where the Jaeger is being played. IQ just holding an angle. Actually, the drone might have missed him. IQ doesn't seem aware of his position. She's pushing down my stairs, and Jaeger's still up here. The Alibi will be trying to contest this IQ, pushing down the main stairs. But she won't be able to find him this time, and Jaeger is still playing upstairs. They are unaware of his position still. A minute and 20 seconds left, so much time burned off, and 2 entry frags for Animal, and a third there as Jaeger finds himself a second on the round. The 2 remaining players will try and flank up the main stairs to try and tag team him and take him out. They have to pick up this diffuser, but they're not looking like they know exactly where he is. A third there for the Jaeger on the round. And it's almost a fourth, but the IQ takes him out instead. 1 versus 4 for her. Really not looking likely. She has 50 seconds to work with, so plenty of time. And she has diffuser in hand. But so much left to do, really. It's not looking likely for her. She's choosing to go into motor, where she will find, I believe, the Kaid playing. She knows both Kaid and the Valkyrie. There's a bit of damage done there from the Valkyrie. Almost a second shot as well. And there we go, finished off by the Valkyrie. Second round for Animal. Much, much stronger there. Honestly, I was talking about how the attackers were trying to push this Jaeger out of position, but honestly, they looked so much weaker when they were taking these gunfights and trying to engage these roamers on the top floor in the Jaeger, but they just lost out that fight. So perhaps if they just ignored him once again, they might have had stood a better chance. But anyway, Animal will be choosing to once again go back to CC and Cash after it has been unlocked, and we have the exact same lineup, I believe, as we saw from them before. IQ will get 6th pick this time, so that's a Sledge being played instead. It's a good idea to bring soft destruction, but you don't really need it on this site. There's not much vertical
Defenders,
play to be
protect your
had
bombs from being
using that
defused by
sledgehammer.
attackers.
And there are no cost barricades in play either. The IQ wasn't the most useful though, as there was no Valk on the board this time. Although that Valk, the IQ could have been used from below to take out any ADSs or electric claws. Here it looks like Evan this time is utilising both of his reinforcements on this lower garage wall. No meteor in place though, so the Hibana once again will be able to just open up for free really.
10 seconds to go.
Once again, we have the Wamai playing on the rafters side. He has both the shield, the ADS, and all his magnets to try and protect himself rather. So that should be a strong position for him to hold really.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Once again we have the Hibana opening up that garage rotate, and this time it does seem like SD7 are trying to push on into garage this time. They have a lot of players stacked up here and they are droning it out, trying to find exactly where the Wamai is playing. We have Thermo here trying to get open onto the main breach, but I don't think they even got it last time, so not the greatest there. Jaeger will still be playing in this bar area. Drones come out again, just taken out by him. He's wasting so much time and so much utility. Tez taking better damage there, but unfortunate for the attacker to stop peeking at the time she did. Drones come out and a beautiful brief fire, and there's the Ash taken down once again. Ash with 0 kills so far this game has not been looking so strong. Interesting here to see the Thermite pushing in below, but as I say that, Llama will take down the sledge as he tries to push in. The Jaeger will finally get taken out down below. So it's now effectively a 4 versus 3. Yeah, there it is, 4 versus 3 now. A minute and 30 seconds have only gone down, so there's still plenty of time for the attackers to figure out what they exactly want to do. I believe now we have all players from Animal. Actually, no, we only have 3 players on the other side, and then we have 1 still on the roam inside of the bedroom area. No one is going to be pushing this side though, as we're still trying to use the vertical plate to try and take care of the electric claws. Although he can't spot it out, so it might be difficult for him to do so. Sophia seems really lost now as to exactly where the electric claw is, so it must be hidden somewhere in the cupboard perhaps. Because she really can't find it, and that means Thermite can't open this breach, so SD7 have just been wasting so much time. They have to go and open construction now, but with only 40 seconds left, they can't really do so. You have Sophia trying to push up the main stairs, but she won't be able to. Smoke peeks out. 1 canister comes out, that's the first of the round, so we can smoke off this staircase for the remainder of the round actually. Thermite here trying to peek onto garage, but it's going to be impossible really. This Wamai still has so much utility to protect him. Second, so canister rains out as well, so the attackers have even less places to push from. Trying to push on up through the smoke anyway. Lama will find a double kill as well as Evan tanking on as well, so it's all down to Sophia. 1 versus 4, 5 seconds left, taken out as well. Using the vertical plate against the Sophia, as Evan with a beautiful shot to finish out that round. Animal now with 3 rounds to 1, looking really good so far on their defensive half of Clubhouse. Tic Tac really paying dividends, really doing so much work for Animal so far. Now, as both of their primary sites have been won and locked out, Animal will be forced into picking out gym and bedroom for their 5th defensive round. We actually see a bandit being played this time, but with no castle in play, it could be very difficult for Evan to bandit trick successfully. He will most likely be getting a shield from either the Smoke or Mai to try and protect him.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
But
bombs
it
as they
could
can.
really be quite hard for him to stay alive in that position. There's even if he does do a trick, he could do a trick on the other side of the map really. but most likely we'll be seeing him on the jacuzzi breach. They will actually be choosing to reinforce the bathroom walls instead of opening up a rotate. You'd often see a rotate there to allow anyone playing in the corridor to get back into sight easily. But Evan obviously imagining that the attackers will be getting this wall open quite easily. So if they reinforce this wall, it just provides a lot more security for any of the defenders playing inside of the site. 2 bandit batteries will be placed on the jacuzzi wall, and the other 2 are still in pocket. I'm not entirely sure if Evan will be tricking, or if he's just going to place those down somewhere else. Now here we see SD7 trying to push on from the CC side. We have 2 players rappelling up here onto the balcony, trying to use his utility. Obviously want to go for a full east side push, try and take out Y2 Wavy here inside of this cash room, but with all these reinforcements, the shield and the ADS is going to be really hard to take care of him, especially with this hole here in the construction wall for anyone to peek on in and create a lively crossfire there. Tic Tac will find the first kill once again on the run. He is inside of dirt. He has a peek hole onto jacuzzi breach, I imagine, and there it is. Thermite taken out makes things so much harder for the attack. A minute has already been taken down, and SD7 really have no control whatsoever. They haven't even managed to enter the building correctly yet. We still have the Zofia here repelling, holding an angle. Not entirely sure what this is for really, because they're not... They should know that there's a player inside a cash room with all these reinforcements, so they should know that he's not going to be rotating around. We also have Tic Tac here now ready to try and protect him. Hibana will be opening up the jacuzzi breach in the meantime. Evan's stuck here in a really precarious position. Shots rain out, but he won't connect, and he will get away with his life, luckily. Now, only a minute and 20 seconds left for SD7 to find something. They really have no control so far. They have opened jacuzzi breach, so it's a start for them. But they really need to start figuring out exactly what they want to do, because this one breach here won't really help them. 2 players here on the jacuzzi balcony trying to push in onto the breach, and they still have 1 player on the rappel on CC and 1 player here on the bedroom window trying to peek on into sight, trying to find someone to kill, but no one's peeking him. He hasn't got an advantage so far. A second kill there. Llama will take out the sledge, so there we go. Finally Zofia finds a kill on that rappel. The Jaeger taken down, but with only 40 seconds left, she still has to clear out this Mozzie playing inside of cash room. It's not going to be easy for her. Second impact there wasted really, and Lam will find a double kill on the round. C4 sails out and misses. It's down to 2 versus 4, 24 seconds left. Zofia will have to push something, but Mozzie is still in here trying to peek around, and there we go. Mozzie takes that whip fight, and here we have all down to the buck. 1 versus 4, 10 seconds left. Takes a lovely shot there. That is Llama taken down, but he still has 3 to find, and with only 8 seconds left, it's going to be really impossible for him now. Trying to find a kill to pad the stats, but there we go. I believe that was Evan. Actually, no, it was Kitty to finish off that final kill. And a 4th now for Animal. Super strong so far on Clubhouse's Animal. Now the only site left to Animal for their last defensive round is Church and Arsenal. They have so far won it once and failed it once. They've won it mainly off the back of the Jaegers opening kills, taking down those important players so early on in the round. Let's see if SD7 can correct their mistakes from that round and take out the Jaeger first thing, or if they will once again be losing out. A 6-big here from Evan, and that'll be the Maestro off onto the Maestro. Love use of the 6-big there. I don't believe we had the Maestro. Actually, no, we did have the Maestro last time he came here. It's the same lineup as we had before. I speak lies. We have the Alibi once again, using that shield in the long corridor. doesn't look like Animal have adapted whatsoever. They just decided to stick with the same sort of thing. They've played their roles a bit differently, switched out the Vigil onto the Alibi, but it's nothing too different, really.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
This time we will actually see Llama on the Alibi pushing up more aggressively on the main stairs. Instead of playing at the bottom, he's going to be roaming upstairs, and there we go. Once again, we have the Jaeger with the opening pick. IQ taken down super early. Could get caught in a rotation here, but Ego escapes with his life. He also has the Alibi up here to help him out, opening these hatches so they can drop down whenever they need to. Really not looking good for SD7 so far. Drones will come through, and we actually have the Sophia pushing in solo here into bedroom, pushing into construction. She has 2 players to fight, so it won't be easy for her, really. Ash will use 1 charge to open up the wall. The Alibi will get taken down. Lovely shot there from the Sophia. Jaeger's still up here, so he's wasting a lot of time. But if the 2 players are able to tag team, they should be able to find this kill and put themselves at an advantage. Yep, there it is. Ash just about wins out that gunfight, so that's Jaeger taken out. So Anna will actually at disadvantage now, even after finding that first kill. 2 kills taken out, unfortunate for Animal. SD7 with 4 players left in a 4 versus 3, a minute and 30 seconds left with both the hard breach on the board, so it should be relatively easy for them to open up as much as they want. Now all players from Animal now are left in the basement. We will, I imagine, be seeing the kitchen hatch getting opened up here. But with the electrical on this bar hatch, it will be impossible really for SD7 to open this up. Yep, looks like we're going to see a kitchen hatch getting opened up here. Kitty will find his demise from the Zofia. Lovely double kills so far from her. So Animal 2-man deficit now, 2 versus 4. Drones come out and spot the Valkyrie playing in motor. Pre-fast comes through, don't land any shots there. Impetrix comes through from Evan, so that's a good use utility, but they still have to find these 4 players. A double kill there from the Valkyrie will actually put Animal at a good position now. 2 versus 2 with 30 seconds left. SD7 really have a lot of work to do now. 25 seconds left and they seem lost as to what to do, really. But I don't think they've even opened up the kitchen hatch. Actually, no, they have been able to get this open, so they will most likely be double dropping Arsenal with only 15 seconds left. Someone will have to go for the plant, and someone will have to cover. Drop comes in now, and this Maestro will get taken down, so it's all down to Wavy in a 1 versus 2 clutch situation. Can he do it? He needs to get a 4K on the round. He wants to do this. He has to deny this plant, but he doesn't manage to. Done a lot of damage there on Sophia, so it's possible but unfortunate there. Oh, Animal came so close after Wavy got that double C4, but it just was not to be, obviously. And SD7 went out that second round for their attack, and they get a 4-2 split. We have a Church and Arsenal defense getting picked out here from SD7, and that's a Valkyrie elite skin, which is not allowed, so I imagine we're going to see a 6, but oh, no we won't. I'll have to call that out. Yeah, he leaves the game instead, so that's a rehost coming through from them because they applied the wrong skin.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
be back. 2 seconds.
How's he doing? We also have to, whenever we're... Oh wait,
Pie.
we're still in the game chat.
Okay, we're back after that rehost. Animal once again at 4-2 after the split. We'll be seeing the church and arsenal room picked out once again. Same ops as before. All too standard.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Now here from SD7, it looks like we might be setting up for a SSG style of room, using that castle, maybe opening up this hatch. Actually no, we'll be seeing Legion reinforcing that instead, so I eat my words.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
ATS up and running. Setting needle kit. Door barricade deployed.
Now here we will see the Sophia already in on the top floor. Good room clear so far from Animal to get in, get those drones, make sure no one's playing upstairs. And we will actually see a full turtle strap coming from SD7. So they Animal will find no one to contest. Good use of the Nomad here to place air jabs to make sure the players can't flank up the stairs. Now we see Llama here on the sledge using this vertical plate, and Nate will sail out and maybe find one kill there. No, mistimed I think, so the guy was able to run away with his life. Bano uses its chorus and try and open up the motor hatch as well, to allow Animal to drop down here and maybe try and get an execute onto Church. Legion will take some damage from inside of Blue. No fights so far. 40 seconds left and we actually have all 5 players left alive. We see 2 players here rotating into oil, and Impact will go out to take care of the Claymore, which will allow the Jaeger to go on a flank here. Nomad Charges might actually give away his position here if he walks into one, but he might actually be able to just get away with it. And I think it will be him. Yep. A kill there onto Wavy and a second there onto Kitty. Massive plays from the Jaeger here. TikTok will take a lot of damage as well. Taken down. And there we go. We have a 1 versus 5 now. Oof. Flawless round from SD7. Now SD7 will be picking out CC and Cash for their second attack round here. We have a 6 pick off the castle onto the smoke and a 6 pick off the Hibana onto the Capitao. It's good to bring out the Capitao, especially with no 1 mile on the board. This will allow Animal to take care of the bandit who's trying to trick on the main wall using that firebolt from CC window.
Deploying ADS.
10 seconds to insertion.
Now here we see from SD7 a full reinforcement of all of garage walls. This will make things a lot harder really for Animal to try and clear out the player on catwalk, but there are no meat jammers or such, so one exothermic on the wall will be able to take care of that. But with no Hibana, it'll be a lot harder because they only have 2 sets of hard breach. I see the bandit taking a lot of damage early on in the round. I'm not so sure how that happened, and you won't actually be tricking the wall.
A bomb has been located.
He's still playing near, so if he needs to, he can place down his spare bandit batteries, although he doesn't actually have any. Sorry, I would lie. He's placed the other 2 on construction, so the Capitao won't be useful for trying to trick. And the first firebolt actually misses somehow, doesn't go in the window, just lands outside, so that's a massive waste utility there for Animal. The second will also just hit the middle of the site and do no damage to anyone, so it's just a waste so far from Capitao. Just missing these shots, just unfortunate really. We still see Aspect here playing aggressively, and Tatus will once again find a double kill. Will get refragged from the Zofia of Tic Tac, but not looking good for Animal, losing both their sledge and their Capitao. We will see Evan going down to a 2 versus 4 now. Animal not looking in a strong position so far on their attack of Clubhouse. Kitty here enter into construction, might try and use it on the wall, but he won't stand a chance to open that because of those bandit batteries, and perhaps Sophia drops and uses an impact to play vertically, get rid of those bandits. He stands a chance, but not looking likely. He might actually be able to put one over the top of the wall, but I'm not entirely sure this will actually get the bandits. No, it won't. Unfortunate there for Animal, they will just have to double file straight through this single door, which really is just a death sentence for them. Smoke canisters come out. Sophia entry frags finds one, but Kitty is taken down as well, and there goes Sophia taken down. And it's 4-4 now. SD7 evening things up. Animal looking lost so far in their attacks of Clubhouse. Now, because they have won their previous two defences, SD7 will be forced into a gym and bedroom defence, often seen as one of the weaker sites on the map, so Animal might have a chance at winning this one out. The 6 pick here off of the Ash, actually onto a Hibana from Wavy. That's a good idea. You often want to use double hard breach on a map like Clubhouse. There's so many places you want to breach. It's a good idea to bring either a Maverick or a Hibana as well as a Thermite, and with the Maverick banned, Hibana is your only option.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We do see a castle in play as well as the bandit, so I imagine we'll be seeing the bandit trying to trick this main wall. And as I was talking about earlier, there's the rotate on into bathroom, which will allow that bandit playing in the corridor to rotate back onto site easily. We also have a smoke placing the shield at the top main stairs to watch the jacuzzi breach if it does get opened.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, here we see bandit coming on to the main jacuzzi wall now. It should be easy enough for him to trick. He should be relatively safe here with the castle barricade, but only one place on the window, so it could easily get taken out, and he might not be as protected as he might want to be. If Animal play their cards right, they could easily find a kill on this bandit tricking. Although it seems a few players of Animal at least are trying to play onto this east side, trying to take control of cash, with all 5 walls reinforced here inside the cash room, so it will be difficult for Animal to get on in here. Actually, we see the second castle barricade get used here as well. Here you go, you see Kitty coming here on the Thermite trying to get this wall open. Kitty has a claymore, so we can't actually burn the ADSs using flashbangs, so I'm not entirely sure if Animal will be able to get this wall open or not. Unfortunate there to bring the claymore instead of the flashbangs. It's not ideal. Might have to rotate one of the other players from Animal over towards here to try and do so. In the meantime though, Wavy will be using his X-Cars to open up into cash room. This will place the Legion inside of there at a very precarious position. Although he will be able to use his impacts to take care of at least one set of X-Cars. One set wasted, still 2 in the pocket, and another impact to be used. There you go, second set of X-Cars wasted as well. The third will be used. Castle will get the opening pick though, Llama taken down. Wavy will get a refrag though, that's Jaeger taken out. So it is possible for Animal here. A very early smoke canister, actually not even that early, an early smoke canister will be utilised here to try and slow down the attack. Smoke takes a lot of damage there, but health seems to be even so far, and Animal only have 45 seconds left to try and push on in. Second smoke canister will be used on this construction window, really just slowing Animal down. Literally have just no time to push on into sight. You see Aspect here getting a kill on the Hibana there, so Animal, there's only 20 seconds left. Kitty will find one, but they still have 3 to find, and perhaps the diffuser to get placed as well. It's not looking so likely for Animal at this point. Sophia will entry frag, and there we go, the Bandit taking down a second there for Evan, and another for Evan. Animal win things out with only 15 seconds left. Beautiful there. Oof, almost a loss. Now here we'll be seeing an interesting 6-pick off of the Ash and onto the Monty instead. Ash, oh no, I eat my words. It's a Hibana choosing out instead. As I was talking about before, it's always good to have the dual hard breach. The Monty would have been an interesting play, and it would have been useful certainly to perhaps push him down the dirt tunnel. But if you don't play him right, the Monty could just really come back and bite you. Especially with this Legion in play, it would be hard to play him really.
Deploying ADS. Activating camera. Reinforcement complete. Wall reinforced.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left.
Camera feed up and running.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
Yen, close all ADS line of fire.
Okay then, so from SD7 we have no room presence on the top or middle floor. Once again we see all 5 players down turtling inside of sight. We even have Dirt castle barricaded off and just forfeited now if Animal did want to open up. But we are so far seeing a full roam clear coming through from Animal, just making sure no one's up. It's a good idea to make sure no one's here, but just a waste of time really, because they should know no one's up here really. Just a quick drone, and Anna will be easily able to get down on and use as much time as possible to try and find as many picks before they actually execute onto site. Here we see the sledge once again opening vertical holes, trying to find as many picks as possible. So far not all too much happening. I want to know where Evan has placed these air jabs. There's one on lounge door, but I'm not entirely sure why this is so helpful really. Last time we saw an impact can't take the claymore, and there's not even a claymore on oil, but this time so the Jaeger could once again come up here and take out as many players as he wants. Although there might be a second, actually no, the second air jab has been moved. Tic Tac in the meantime will be finding the opening pick. That's Kai taken off the board nice and early. Once again, Jaeger will come up of oil, but he will not be able to find anyone unless he goes all the way around to main stairs, which he might be doing. Tic Tac will get down in the meantime and finished off by the Valkyrie, so it's down to a 4 versus 4 with 50 seconds left. Evan will find one entering in. That's the Legion taking down. 3 players still have time for Animal. They have 40 seconds left, so they have plenty of time to work with. Jaeger is actually all the way on the top floor now, so they have 2 players to fight on side of sight. If Animal are able to read into this and figure out there's only 2 players in sight, they could come and get a quick execute, but Jaeger here will find one. Diffuser down, so they might take it out. Really hard for Animal to attack when they keep getting flanked like this. Sledge will also lose a fight there, unfortunate for Animal. And that's Jaeger with a double kill on the round. Evan also taken out, and it's all down to Hibana now, 1 versus 3. Practically an impossible situation for him to win. once again, SD7 evens things up at a 5-5 split. It's a 5-5, not split. After the rehost, Tats has had a massive game. I believe he was dropping a donut on the attacking half, but on defense he's really come alive. 7 kills, really just winning these rounds single-handedly for his team, really. He's just able to come up with these giant flanks and take out important players. The mean animal can't win things out. The placements of the air jabs just not looking good for Animal. And this time we will actually see the Monty getting picked out. It's Llama this time, and the 6-bit will come out off of the Hibana onto a Ash. So Llama is switching up his frag position for a shield, and Wavy in fact swapping his support.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Another interesting pick I haven't mentioned is Captain on a Frost. I'm not sure why they picked Frost. They're doing the same sort of play Animal did, with the shield placed on Catwalk, but instead of the Wamai used to defend the shield, they've got the Frost. It could be useful because Llama has decided to go for the
5 seconds left.
Monty play. This Frost, in fact, could be really difficult for the Monty to get around. He can't vault over the shield, and he might get hit by a Frostmat instead. Why the fuck is Jimmy playing Monty? Jimmy is actually an insane Monty, Pricey. Don't put him down. Frags on it. Pew pew pew. We have 3 players currently trapped inside of Garage. 1. See the smoke drop down there into oil. So it's now all down to the Frost and Legion player inside of there. This is Monty's worst nightmare already. A Legion with the goo mines and a Frost with the traps. Legion drops down. Tic Tac will find an opening, pick that onto Tats. The Jaeger take it down early. That's a huge kill there for the Zofia to find early on. 2 minutes left, so the side of Animal have plenty of time to work with, really. There's only 1 player on site so far. They went in Garage and then 2 still roaming the smoke on a very aggressive roam, and he actually finds a kill. How? Evan, in the meantime, will refrag. That's the Frost taken out as well. Jimmy will be pushing up here on the shield, trying to get onto Catwalk. But the shield here and the 2 Frostmats behind it will make it really hard for him to get anywhere. They have to take care of the shield if they want to advance further. The Frostmats are taken out, and Jimmy will have to vault over the shield. It could put him in a precarious position, but those Frostmats getting taken out should make it relatively easy for him. There we go, he's in on Catwalk. Now he has no rotate though, big enough for him to walk through, so he has to crouch down, which could expose his hand a little bit, but unlikely S7 will be able to take him out. With a minute left, Animal have plenty of time to execute onto site and the man advantage, so it could be swallowing doom here for SD7.
I have you covered. Stay close.
All 3 players are back on site. Nitro expended and wasted. Evan takes a bit of damage there. Sophia uses a stun, finds out exactly where the bandit is playing. Monty in sight now will be able to push a first smoke canister sails out. Evan with a double kill there. Monty will take a lot of damage from the smoke, even more as he walks straight back into it, but it's all down to the smoke now. 1 versus 4 post-plant situation. Not looking likely for him. This is the smoke, and he's not going to have a fun time with this Monty in front of him. There we go. Really nice there to see Animal picking out the Monty there from Llama. It wasn't the only reason they won that round, but I imagine it was a big help, really, pushing onto Garage there using that. CC and Cash once again picked out and Llama on the Monty once again. So if things go the same way, we might be seeing Animal picking up a nice 3 point here in the league. It does seem like a similar lineup. Instead of the Froster, we have the Maestro, who's been 6 picked off of onto Maestro. I love that 6 pick. See it all the time.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I wonder this time if Smoke will go on that aggressive flank again and lose, and actually win out a gunfight. It's interesting, you don't often see him doing that.
Stop worrying about grenades now.
I'm not sure what the point of these holes at the top of the wall is. Does it help sound carry a bit more for the player on rafters, or? You can't impact trick that, can you? You can't, there's no way. Nah, there's no way.
5 seconds to insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Device placed. Device placed.
Once again, it seems that Zofia is pushing in below, opening into stockroom, getting droned in. The Jaeger will still once again be close by, although he actually ran really far away. Doesn't want to lose this opening gunfight this time. He wants to get shot through the floor, I think, there. Impact comes in, and that should be anything off the wall. Yep, no bandits left there. We actually have the Maestro this time playing on rafters with the Legion and using this cam to, I assume, just zap away at the Monty and make life extremely difficult for him. Gumani in there from the Monty, so if he takes a lot of damage, so close to finding that headshot there onto the Zofia, onto the Jaeger rather, but just misses out. Monty once again just eating those goo mines. Drone will come out and find the Jaeger playing on these main stairs, and Wavy will be trying to take the gunfight. No, just being hesitant, doesn't want to lose a one-on-one gunfight, so just leaves him alone for now. But they will have to deal with the Jaeger at some point, playing on this aggressive roam. Just still in basement, just wasting time, making Animal really second guess themselves. We have Zofia actually here, pushed into bottom garage, just trying, spots out the Maestro. Maestro takes out one, almost refragged there. Monty taken out as well. And he finds a third on the round as well. I don't know how he's been getting away with it. Kitty takes out one, so it's 2 versus 4, but he's down now, so it's all down to Wavy 1 versus 4.
Attackers recover the bomb diffuser.
Yeah, there it is, OT. So we have overtime now, and I believe we will have 7 or SD7 rather on the defense. Yep, so SD7 have the advantage going into this, as defense has been winning out more often than not. Not very surprising on Clubhouse. I don't think Animal so far have won a single attack on Church and Arsenal, so SD7 really looking strong going into this round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now I believe we have the exact same lineup as we had before from SD7, so I assume we'll have the same turtle strat as they had for the last 2 times they've attempted this bomb site. Has been working out for them, so not really much need to change it really.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Now.
New camera feed.
5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Going up. Impact.
Now Wavy here will be pushing on into kitchen, but thinks better of it, he just runs straight back out again. We'll be using the Icaris launcher to open up the stock hatch and push on into blue. Let's see this time if Jaeger will be able to flank Oil Pit as he has done the previous 2 times, which has won in the round. And here he is going up the ladder once again. He's into bottom garage, and he's so close to Tic Tac right now. If Tic Tac doesn't get off his drone soon, he might be dying here. And actually, it's Nomad to lose his life, and almost a second. But Zofia wins out that gunfight, so it's 4-4 now. Unfortunately, let her lose Evan so early on, but it's good for Zofia to refrag there. Now, Animal have no more roamers left to deal with. They have only 4 players left on site, and with a minute left on the round, they are looking strong to maybe take this one. Although the exothermic charge placed there to try and open that kitchen hatch is taken out. Good there from the Valkyrie to be aware of exactly what's going on. Llama will be trying to use his grenades to maybe use a grenade to take care of this hatch, make sure there's no one playing beneath it, but instead they are choosing to go for a dirt push with a blue push as well. Legion does seem aware of this pick, and there you go, Tic Tac with the double kill on the round, able to pick up the Legion as well from inside of blue, so Animal looking strong to maybe take this round. If they're able to get the fuser into Arsenal, they might be able to plant at AK's. Animal will be able to enter in. Llama finds one. Tic Tac will Wavy gets downed. Will get picked up there from Tic Tac. Diffuser going down. Animal will be covering. Llama will find a double kill on the round there. So it's post plant 1 vs 4 situation, all down to Castle, and there it is. Animal with their first attacking round win on basement. So they are set up now strong to win out their final round on defense. Animal for their last defensive round, and possibly the last round of this match, will be choosing to go to CC and Cash for the battlefield. I believe that's the exact same lineup as they had before. Nothing really changing. I think they've won this site once and lost it once. Unless they won twice and lost it once. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. But this is a strong site for Animal, so if they are able to really show up here on this round, they will be looking at a win for themselves. And we actually see Evan this time utilising a mute jammer on this garage wall. It's a good idea, as so far the Hibana has every round been able to open up that wall using her Icaris. And so it makes things a lot harder for the attack to push in here and take out Llama. Although they haven't, I don't believe they've even taken him out once on this position. He's just been dug in here like a tick. This is SD7's last chance for this map. If they want to win it out, they have to win here. They can't let this round slip away from them. Tic Tac once again on this aggressive roam. He's actually all the way inside the strip club, and he's close to the Jackal. I'm not entirely sure. I think they might know he's in there actually. He's waiting for a ping, I think, to try and wallbang him, but I don't think they're really going to do anything. He seems to be wasting a lot of time, really. Jackal sitting here watching this angle, and Tic Tac's already ran away back to pool. Drones come out, just making sure they know exactly where he is. Tic Tac so far on this roam game has just been so strong, they can't take care of him. In the meantime, SD7 has done nothing elsewhere either, and this X-Cars will go out onto this garage wall, but because of that meat jammer, they can't be used. SD7 really hitting a wall so far. This round, a minute has gone down, and they haven't done anything. They're waiting for a run out from strip, but nothing's going to come because Tic Tac is nowhere near there. I think they did get the wall open eventually, yet they must have taken out this meat jammer. Sledge is already in bottom garage, and that's Tic Tac actually losing out the first gunfight. Good pick there from Zofia. So SD7 looking strong as they get into the final minute and 20 seconds. They still have a lot of work to do. They don't have much map control. They've managed to take care of Tic Tac, so it allows them to play freely down here in Lounge. But there's still so much work to do. A minute and 10 seconds left now. All the players are near site except for Kitty, but Llama is taken out inside a garage, which makes things so much harder for players inside of site, and it's looking like SD7 might actually be winning this round. We could be going to every single round used, round 15. They can't, once again, they can't spot out this electrical. I don't know where it is, but it's been hidden very well for them, the SD7, to not find it at all.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Wavy here uses one smoke canister. He only has one left in the pocket, so with 30 seconds left, he has a lot of work to do, really. So Fear here takes a lot of damage from a shotgun blast to the face. Almost loses her life, but just about gets away with it. She'll be peeking up once again, trying to push up these stairs. SD7 really haven't done much. Kitty finds one, so it's now down to 4 versus 3. Plant is going down. Animal need to stop it. Tate finds one onto Evan, and it's now all down to Kitty. He does find one, but it's too late. He doesn't stop the plant, so he has 1 versus 3 situation now. It's really looking impossible for him. So much cover. Almost hits a shot, but there we go. We will be seeing every single round had here in this match. Now, for the final round, SD7 will be taking us down into the church and Arsenal site, a site that they have both won and lost before. So it could really be difficult for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Feed active.
Reinforcements in place. Unrolling razor wire. Stay clear of ATS line of fire.
Camera activated.
Once again, we seem to be having SD7 with this same
10 seconds left.
attempt at the basement, trying to use this turtle strat.
5 seconds.
It has worked out for them so far, but it's also lost them rounds, so
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I'm not sure how this is going to go. I think if they're able to get this pick onto the Jaeger before he rotates up through garage, then it could just be a round win for the Animal. but it's really up in the air. It's impossible to say at this point. Evan trying to drone into garage, making sure no one's in here so far, and he might just this time place an air jab on this oil pit hatch so the player can't come up from there. Not much happening so far. A minute has been burnt already, and Animal have yet to take any control of the map. They are looking to push on into Kitchen, but it's not looking so good for them. The Hibana will this time be able to take care of this hatch as there's no Ekaros. The C4 is wasted there. I believe that was the Kais, and yes, it was. It was also the Valks. Both Kais and Valks are both gone already. So not looking so good. We have the Valkyrie this time on the flank to try and push up Oil Pit. Sees no one's playing inside of here, inside a garage, so you might be able to come for a flank. No air jabs placed around here this time. An air jab is placed on the lounge door this time, and maybe one on main stairs as well. No, not even one placed main stairs. So once again the flank could come out. Here it is, he spots out a drone. Might give away his position with that, but I think Evan has been... yeah, he's close enough to hear that, so he should know about this Valkyrie. She's going for the long flank now up through the top floor, and as we enter the final minute, Animal really need to find these picks. They really need to push on into sight. Looks like we're going to be seeing a church push here. They still have so many players left to find. There's at least 3 of them in church, really, and 1 of them in blue as well. Kitty almost loses at that fight, but he doesn't take any damage, in fact. The flank is still coming through here, the player on main stairs. 30 seconds left, and there we go. The Hibana, their wavy, does find that opening pick, so Animal at an advantage now, but only 25 seconds left in the round to work with. They have to do something, they have to push on in. They have so many fucking people to try and contest at this point. Castle wide peaks and actually lose out the fight, so that's Animal with 2-man advantage. Diffuser might be going down. No, it's actually Kitty to try and take the gunfight. He loses it out and might lose the round for his team. Legion here. It's actually a 2 vs 2 Legion with a double kill, and there it is. We have Animal losing out in the last 30 seconds. SD7 just about winning things out.
Yo, GG's, man.
GG, well played.
Thanks for casting. GG. Fired up.
GG.
Yeah, no problem, guys. That was a good game to watch.
GG, guys.
GG, guys.
GG.
What an improvement, man.